So this is probability 16A, and these are called percent lines, and they're just kind of a way to help find different percents of numbers. And there should be certain percents that are fairly simple to find. And in this case, if you look, we have 0, 25, 50, and 100%. And we begin at the number 0, and over here it says that 100% is the number 60. So if 100% is the number 60, then we'd ask ourselves, well, what's 50% of that? Well, 50% is half of it. So that number would have to be 30. 30 is 50% of 60. And so if we knew 50% was 30 and we wanted to go to 25%, well, that's really half of this or a quarter of this, 25%. But it's easier just to think of half of 30 since it's halfway. And so that number would be 15. So again, a percent line is just kind of a tool for finding percents of numbers if you want to do it mentally. And in some cases they're simple, and in some cases they're more difficult. So if we look at the next one, 72%, if that's the 50%, so that's the 0, we think of, okay, 50% is 72, 100% is going to be twice as much, or 144 was the 100%, because it's twice as much as 50%, just like 30 is half of 60. It's twice as much. So if we look at the 72% and say, well, what's 25% of that? Well, again, that's either a fourth of all of it or half of the half. So it's like we take the half and divide it in half again, and 36 is half of 72, and so that makes up 25% of the whole amount. And again, a percent line is just a kind of a tool for doing that. And now if we look at this last example, if we know that 0%, of course, is 0, and 25% is 21, so we kind of work our way up to 100% this time. So if 25% is a quarter of the way, we know that 50% is twice as much, and then we know that 100% is twice as much again. And it's a pretty simple process of finding those. 25% is a quarter, 50% is a half, double 25%, twice as much, and then 100% is double or twice as much as the 50%. And so that's how we found these numbers, all mentally without any calculations. Simple percent should be simple to find, and sometimes a percent line is a way to do that for finding percents. Important when you're doing probability.